it's 8% more money in their hand.
When you talk to your banks and payment provider clients, where are they telling you in terms of where does the demand come from?
For last 2 years, it has been in news and people have been talking about not only stablecoin but blockchain technology in general, but it has not seen a mass adoption because of the real applicability of stablecoin. But I would say in very near past, there have been regulatory clarity, especially in the markets like US, Europe, Singapore, and Hong Kong. I think the stablecoin adoption has significantly improved. When we talk to our banks and fintech partners, the areas where we are seeing an interest is where what cross-border has problem with. Cross-border has problem with speed, transparency, liquidity, and cost. Stablecoin can solve all of this. It's not that stablecoin alone will solve of it, but it is could be a solution. So currently, if you look at the use cases that we are going after and which our partners are looking for, is in remittances. And in remittances in high cost corridor. So just giving you an example, if we were to send money from Singapore to Nigeria, it might cost 10%. And that could reach there in a day or 2 days. With stablecoin, that reaches instantly, and the cost of transaction is going to be a lot low. So that's a real use case where it is happening. Second use case I can give you in the markets where the currency volatility is very high. When you transfer money, it gets converted into fiat immediately, which means receiver has no opportunity to hold it in the currency and convert it when they want. With stablecoin, they have the ability to hold it in stablecoin and convert. That helps them to manage the volatility of the currency. Third use case which we are seeing is and it's big in Asia Pacific out of, is the gig economy payout. When you have to do a mass payout from people in Singapore again to African content creator, it could take long. Whereas with stablecoin, it can get instantly even on a Sunday night. So we are seeing real use cases with the regulatory clarity and application of the use cases and stablecoin. That's what we are talking and we are enabling with Mastercard Move.
Are there any other benefits when it comes to using stablecoins?
I think it's couple. I would say, as I talked about, it is real-time settlement, it's cost, and it's transparency because you can trace transaction completely online.
So a lot of banks, especially in this region, has traditional infrastructure itself, or IT infrastructure. So do you think that the banks are ready to accept this kind of new form of payments to enable real-time payments on their platform?
Similar to any technology, it takes time to adopt. And I think we are seeing a lot more interest from banks and fintechs more than banks. But every bank that we are talking, they want to understand what this technology can bring. They won't change their infrastructure just because there is a technology. But as we are talking to them about the use cases and the applications which will solve their consumer pain points, we are seeing a significant interest and we are seeing a lot of activity in the bank to embrace this technology.
Mastercard announced your partnership with partner Tunes. Can you tell me a bit more about that partnership itself?
First, I'm super excited about our partnership. Mastercard is always about reach, and Tunes just expands our reach. So today, Mastercard moves her reach into 200 countries, 150 currencies, across 10 billion endpoints. And 10 billion endpoints are across cards, accounts, and cash pickup points. Now, what Tune does is it allows us to reach the stablecoin wallets. We provide choice to our consumers, the way they want to send money, the way they want to receive money, we will enable all of those. So I'm very excited because it just gives more and more reach to any form of payment and channel that we want to receive money. To solve money movement problem, partnership becomes very important. Humes is just one of the partners. We will look at other partners who can expand stablecoin wallets. We do the same when we do the cash pickup points. We do the same when we do any other network expansion. So Tunes is just the first partner. We will have more partners and we will keep expanding this network as we go through.
Financial inclusion was one of the key benefits of that partnership that enabled. Can you talk a bit more about that?
Just recently, we reached our goal of including 1 billion people financially included. If I give you an example of how stablecoin and money movement solution is financially including people. If I send money from Singapore to somebody in Africa, if it costs 10%, it's 10% less money in their hand. If I can get that in 2%, it's 8% more money in their hand. That helps those recipients to improve their life. Similarly, if you think about SMEs, liquidity is a huge issue, cash flow is a huge issue. If I can move money faster, if I can move money cheaper, they can do their business better, they can employ more people, and it becomes a virtuous circle. So that's how we look at financial inclusion. How do we benefit people with everything that we do so it helps people to improve their livelihood?
As we move ahead, I think it's not going to be any easier. What do you think financial institutions in Singapore and I guess the region should do to prepare themselves?
I would say trust is the first one, innovation and collaboration. Every institution has to embrace this thing like we in Mastercard do it. I think trust is important because people are trusting with money. And for us, it's compliance first mentality in money movement specifically, because regulators are very worried about what money moves. Collaboration, it's a team sport. We need to do that. And third is innovation, because it will require for all of us to embrace the new technologies to move faster, whether it be AI, whether it be stablecoin. All those technologies are going to help evolve and change the payment ecosystem much faster. So that's what we do in Mastercard. That's what I would expect every financial institution to do. I don't believe any one person can change the payment ecosystem. It's a team sport. It's not a solo sport.
Okay. And in line with that, anything in particular that Mastercard is looking into in the future, in the near future?
We always look for a pain point that exists in the ecosystem, and we look to solve that pain point. Today, if I bring it closer to my work, money movement and cross border is a significant problem, both for people and businesses. So, what we are looking at with all the technologies that are advancing, whether it is AI, stablecoin, how do we embrace all of those technologies, keep compliance first in mind, and then partner with everyone across the globe to make money movement as seamless as it is today consumer payment that we have done.